I would say from my standpoint, for organizations to know where they are in that journey and to have an honest conversation with themselves when they're reaching a limitation of one or more of the options, and act early and often to get tooling in there that's helpful. I think as a large enterprise, it's generally a recommendation that all three of these be made use of, right? And that's the perfect world. You have a FinOps team that's digging into the raw billing files. You got a well deployed cost management tool that's there, and you're remediating data as close to the source as you can. Again, ideally in the form of metadata that's in the cloud provider. Next in line would be, let's use those synthetic tagging features of the commercial tool as much as we possibly can, and only have lookups and things like that done in the database as a last resort. Because again, think of it as a narrowing cone of exposure to the data. The base of the cone, the widest exposure, is going to be the cost management platform. Then there's going to be the console because of IAM limitations, right? And then you're going to have the database at the end, where really what's actually happening is some third parties in the org are coming to FinOps and saying, please investigate this. And they're the ones that dig into and kick out the report. That's really usually the way the workflow looks like in a perfect world.
Yeah, and all three are useful and have a place. And it's also where you're at on your journey of getting into your FinOps data. But yeah, that you're looking at it, you're reviewing it, you have the appropriate parties reviewing it, talking about it, discussing where your costs are and why, and diving into the details where it's necessary, and have the appropriate people looking at the appropriate things.